Hello yogis, welcome to your mat for a little warm flow today. We are going to be working the whole body as usual, but today there's going to be a little more emphasis on the core and upper body strength as we learn how to flip the dog. So we're going to start today's class laying down on our backs. Go ahead and make your way there. Get as comfy as you can. We're going to stop to start today. And as you arrive on your back, make any tiny adjustments to be even 1% more comfortable. Take a full breath in, expand as much as you can. Hold your breath in at the top for just a second. Open your mouth side out. Do that 1 or 2 more times. And as you sigh out, also soften completely. Really surrendering down into your mat. And then let your awareness stay with your breath, starting to find a longer and slower, more full inhale. And a slow, smooth exhale. When we breathe consciously, we are pulled into the moment, into the now. That's really one of the best things our practice has to offer us. Find one more big breath in. Slow, smooth breath out. You might keep your eyes closed, but bend your knees and hug them up and into your heart. Give yourself a little squeeze and a little sway, massaging your low back on the mat. And then holding onto your knees, begin to draw large circles with your knees. Move them in opposite directions. Let your awareness come to your hips and just notice what you feel as you create movement today. The next time your knees come together, switch directions, drawing our circles the other way and just noticing again how our hips feel. And if there's a little bit of stiffness, even a little bit of discomfort as you move, just observe that without judgment. Maybe both hips don't quite feel the same, and that's okay, it just is. One more circle. Then the next time your knees come together, give them a squeeze once again. And then holding on to just your left leg, send your right leg out long. Squeeze your left knee into your heart, and then letting your awareness come to the front of your left hip where there's that pressure, that compression. Notice how it feels as you move your knee slowly out towards your armpit and back in towards your heart. And keep that movement nice and slow and just observe what arises in the front of your hip. The next time you move your knee out towards your armpit, pause, pull your knee down and stay here. Roll your ankle gently in one direction and then the other. And then bring your knee back through center. Bend your right knee and set the sole of your right foot down on the earth. Your left ankle crosses over top of your right thigh. And then gently press your left knee away from your body. You might stay here if this feels like enough for your hip, or reach your left finger in between your legs and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh for thread the needle. And if you need a little bit more stretching sensation in your outer right hip, you might even interlace your fingers in front of your right shin. As you do this, continue pulling your shoulders down to the earth and lengthening your neck. You don't want to create a stretching sensation in one area of your body, only to create discomfort in another area. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, pull your right leg into your body. If this bothers your left knee, you can flex your left foot and pull your toes of your left foot towards your knee. Become aware of your outer right hip. See if you can take such a big breath that you feel your breath in your outer right hip. One more full round. And gently release your right leg, uncross your left, send both legs out long and wide. Pause for a moment and just see if you can feel a difference in sensation from one leg to the other. And then gently pick both knees back up, hug them into your chest. Start to draw those big circles with your hips in one direction. And then the other. The next time your knees come together, hold on to just your right knee. Send your left leg out long. Bring your awareness to the front of your right hip where you notice that compression, and then gently begin to move your right knee out towards your armpit, back in towards your heart. Notice what you feel in the front of your right hip. Might be very different than the other side. That's not good, it's not bad. Again, it just is. The next time you move your knee out towards your armpit, pause. Pull your knee down to the earth and then gently roll your ankle in one direction. And then the other. And then we'll set up for thread the needle on the other side. So left knee bends, sole of left foot comes to the earth. Right ankle comes on top of your left thigh. Pause here as you push your right knee away. You might stay just as you are, or send your right fingers in between your legs to interlace behind your left thigh. All the while, shoulders can stay pulled down to the earth. And if you need a little bit more stretching sensation, interlace your fingers in front of your left shin. Breathe into your right hip this time. And with each exhale, maybe you pull your arms a little closer to your body. Find 2 more slow rounds of breath. And then release your fingers, uncross your legs, send both soles of your feet up to the sky and just bend and straighten into your legs. Awesome. And then start to find a little rock forward and back. You can find your sit bones as you rise up to balance in your boat. Now, boat pose might mean that your toes touch the earth. It might mean that your hands hold behind your thighs, or maybe they even rest on the earth. Whatever works for your body, honor your energy level today. In your boat pose, you might send your palms face up, arms parallel with the earth. hold here and remember to breathe. Widen across your chest, open your heart. Big breath in. Option to tap one toe down at a time. Exhale, tap. Big breath in to lift. Exhale, tap. Keep it going. And let's speed it up. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Tap, tap. Keep tapping down, or for a little added challenge, tap up, 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 up. Keep tapping up one at a time, or if you want a little more, tap both. Up, up. Good. Keep it going. Tap, tap, tap. And then maybe you hold, pause in your boat. Legs might be straight or bent or touching the earth. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your upper body and your legs down. Find a little hover above the earth. Hold, hold, hold. One more breath in. Exhale, soften completely. Shake out your hips. Full breath in. Sigh it out. And then bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet to the earth once again. See if you can tickle the back of your ankles with your fingers. And then press into the soles of your feet. Squeeze your bum to lift your hips a little bit. As you lift, walk your shoulder blades closer together behind your body. Squeeze your bum even more. Lift your hips as high as you'll go. Press your upper arms down into the earth. Press so firmly into your heels that you send your chest closer towards your chin. Option to hold onto the edges of your mat and keep squeezing your upper arms into the earth, or interlace your fingers beneath your bum if your shoulders allow for that. Wherever you are, give your glutes one more big squeeze, chest towards chin, full breath in. Exhale, lift your heels, and then release your fingers one vertebra at a time, roll down. As your hips lower all the way, yogi's choice, you might let your knees sway from side to side, or maybe you give your knees a squeeze up and into your heart once more. Even out both sides if you're finding a little sway. And then come back through center once again. All right, this time bring your hands palms face down, slightly beneath your bum. Straighten both your legs. Flex your toes towards your body and then hover your heels off the earth. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lift your right leg up. Inhale here. Exhale, switch. Big breath in. Exhale, switch. Keep it going. Inhaling to hold. Exhaling to switch. If you'd like this to be a little harder, then begin to lift both legs at the same time. Inhaling to lower. Exhaling to lift. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, hug them into your heart, open your knees out wide. Keep your ankles and your feet soft, find a little sway from side to side. We've got one more little core challenge before we flip over. Knees come back together. Find a little rock and roll until you can land on your sit bones once again with stability. And then cross your shins, option for your toes to touch down. We're gonna work our obliques, the sides of our core. You might let your legs hover, shins somewhat parallel with the earth, and then reach your fingers skywards. From here, one finger at a time lifts a little higher than the other, like you're squirming. Imagine crawling up a rope or a ladder, lifting yourself higher and higher. Good. Keep it going. Breathe. You might switch the cross of your legs for 5, 4. Could you count a little slower? 3, 2. Last one. Hold up, stay up. Big breath in. Exhale, roll down. Good. Option to find that little sway in your legs once again. Maybe a little hug of your knees into your heart. One more big breath wherever you are. Side out. And then we're going to slowly roll over onto our belly. As you arrive on your belly, bring your palms beneath your shoulders. Untuck your toes. Send your elbows back alongside your body like your elbows are grasshopper legs. Take an inhale. As you exhale, squeeze your bum to lift your knees. Press the tops of your feet down into the earth. Inhale, lift your heart. Keep the back of your neck long so you're looking at the earth beneath your nose. Keep squeezing your bum. Big breath in. Exhale, maybe you hover your palms. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down, shake out your hips. This time, bring your arms a little wider. Tense your fingers on the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze your bum, lift your knees, tops of your feet press down. Press into your pubic bone and the tips of your fingers to lift up. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Keep moving with your breath. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, lower down. All the while squeezing your glutes. Last one. I think I made you do 3, but that's okay. Lower down. Make a little pillow for your head. Shake out your hips. Full breath in. Side out. Really good. Palms come beneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Press into your knees and your palms. Rise first into your table, and then your downward facing dog. Keep a bend in your knees as you pedal out your legs. Lengthen through your spine and the sides of your body. Remember, fingers are spread really wide and scrunched towards your body. Find that strength. Engage the muscles around your shoulders and your lats. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Bring your toes together and just for a moment, lift your heels all the way up off the earth. Stretch the bottom of your feet and all the necks of your toes. And then lower your heels back down. Lift them up. Lower down. One more time. Lift up. Lower down. This time, lift your heels and then bend your left knee, bring it towards your nose. Shift your shoulders over top of your wrists. Inhale here. Exhale, step back. Heels stay lifted. Inhale, right knee towards nose, shift forward. Exhale, step back. One more time each side. Left side, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, step back. Right side, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, step back. Good. Take a moment to pedal out your legs. If you need to give your arms a little break, that's okay too. You might pause in your child's pose. You might linger in your down dog. If you'd like to go for a little flow, then inhale, lift your heels, roll forward, shoulders just beyond your wrists. Exhale from your knees or your toes, lower any amount. Big breath in, find your baby back bend or your up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. All right, we're gonna be adding on here. Big toes come to touch. Inhale, lift your heels. We'll all meet here. And just gather your bearings, gather your breath. Full inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, left knee towards nose. Shift your shoulders forward. Pause here. And then send your left foot outside of your right hand. Like the pinky toe edge of your foot is outside of your right hand. And then start to turn your back foot so that the big toe edge is on the earth. Lower your heel. Squeeze your bum and the sides of your body, those obliques. Lift your right fingers up. Fallen triangle. Lots of strength happening here. Big breath in. Exhale, right hand lowers back. Lift your back heel and then squeeze your left knee into your heart once again. Step back. Pedal it out. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Give yourself a little break in your child's pose, or let's go for a little flow. Inhale, shift forward, knees or toes. Exhale, lower any amount. Inhale, find your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Switching sides. We'll all meet here. And as you're ready, lift your heels. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Next, inhale, bend your right knee, bring it towards your nose. Pause here, shoulders over top of your wrists. Send your right foot outside of your left hand, pinky toe edge of your right foot on the earth. And then slowly drop your back heel so the big toe edge of your foot is on the earth. Then lift your left fingers, squeeze the sides of your body and your bum, fall in triangle. Full inhale. Exhale, left hand finds the earth, lift your back heel, and then bend your right knee, hug it into your heart, step back, down dog. Take a moment to pedal. And then we'll all find a moment in child's pose. Bend your knees, spread them really wide, untuck your toes, and then tense your fingers on the earth as you find a little sway from side to side. Slowly lowering your hips all the way towards your heels. As you arrive, let the middle of your forehead plant heavily on your mat. Relax your arms, your shoulders completely. Your entire body gets a little heavier with each exhale. See if you can slow your breath down to slow your heart rate down. One more breath in, and slow breath out. Rise up into your table first, and then your downward facing dog. We're gonna add on to our previous flow. Please know that you can take breaks whenever you need. Big toes come to touch. Lift your heels, pause here. Full inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, left knee to nose, shift forward, tiger curl. Send your left foot outside of your right hand. Drop your back heel, lift your right hand high, fall in triangle. Full breath in. Exhale, stay. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand back to the mat, left knee into your heart, pause in your tiger curl. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to turn over all of your weight into your right hand. If you're new at this, you can pause in a side plank off your knees or your toes, or option to send your left toes behind your body. Squeeze your bum, lift your hips, lift your heart. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly lower left hand back to the earth, lift your back heel, left knee comes into your heart. Step back. Pedal it out. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Take a child's pose or flow. Inhale to lift your heels, roll your shoulders over top of your wrists. Exhale, lower any amount. Big breath in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll all meet here with our heels lifted. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Switching sides. Inhale, right knee to nose, tiger curl. Exhale, pause here. Pour your weight into your right hand. Begin to send your right foot outside your left hand, drop your back heel. Inhale, lift your left hand, squeeze the sides of your body, fall in triangle. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand comes back, lift your back heel, right knee into your heart. Tiger curl. Breathe in here. Exhale, begin to open to the right. So your back heel comes back down, pinky toe edge on the mat. Option to do this off your knees or your toes. Begin to lift your right hand. Maybe your right toe step behind you. Squeeze your bum, lift your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, right hand comes back down to the mat. Lift your back heel, right knee into your heart. Step back. Paddle it out. Connect with your breath. One last opportunity to flow here. Inhaling to shift forward. Exhale to lower. Big breath in, up dog. Slow breath out, down dog. Then bring your knees down to the earth. Hands are beneath your shoulders. As you inhale, let your low belly drop. Heart comes through the gateway of your shoulders. Lift your face. Exhale, round your spine, press the earth away. Move with the pace of your own breath. And find 2 more rounds. Then we'll all meet with a neutral spine here. Walk your hands a little closer to the top of your mat. Good. And then slide your right knee to the back of your right wrist. Your shin can be at any angle. Lower your hips. Rise up on the tips of your fingers. And if you're just craving a sleeping pigeon, then go ahead and lower down. If you'd like to practice mermaid and a little king pigeon today, then pause here. You're up on your fingers. Find a tiny little sway in your hips. Experiment with how that feels. For a little bit more stability, you might try to wiggle your right ankle a tiny bit closer towards your left wrist, just any amount. Keep a flex in your foot to protect your right knee, and then practice squeezing your knees together. So you're really engaging your thighs and your glutes to lift a little bit up and then relax and lower. Lift a little bit up, relax and lower. You might just keep practicing this if this feels new, or find that engagement, lift up, slow breath in, lift your arms up, lift your heart. Exhale, stay. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Find a sleeping pigeon. One that feels so amazing for your body. No rush. Allow yourself to get there slowly. And wherever you are, take 3 more breaths. If you're really loath to leave sleeping pigeon, then give yourself permission to stay. If you want to practice a little mermaid, then begin to rise up on your palms. Right fingers tented in the middle of your mat. You might even reach for your block and give yourself a little more height. And then see if you can bend your left knee without discomfort on your kneecap. If it bothers your knee, then move your leg a little further back. If you're okay, then reach your left fingers back to take hold of the inside arch of your foot. Once you're holding your foot, kick it away from your body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pull your foot in any amount. Notice that stretching sensation in your left thigh, your quads. Just breathe through any discomfort that arises. You might stay here today and find a few breaths, or wiggle your toes into the crook of your left elbow, and then find that engagement of your thighs and your glutes. Lift your right fingers all the way up, and then take hold of your fingers behind your head. Lots happening here. We'll stay for 2 rounds of breath. Slowly exhaling to release down. Both palms come to the mat. If you're in your sleeping pigeon, meet us here. And then scoot your left knee a little closer into your body. Send your right leg out long. We'll all meet in our tabletop once again, maybe a little sway in our hips. As you feel ready, left knee to left wrist. Lower your hips. Option to go right into your sleeping pigeon or rise up on your fingers. Find a little play here, a little experiment by rocking your hips from side to side. And if you're going to lift your hands, then see if you can wiggle your left ankle a tiny bit closer to your right wrist and flex your foot. And then practice that engagement of your thighs and glutes to lift and lower. Lift and lower. It's as if you're pulling your knees towards one another. Good. 2 more times. And then keep that squeeze on a big breath in. Sweep your fingers wide and high. Exhale, soften your shoulders. 1 more inhale. Exhale, slowly soften, lower down. Give your body time to find sleeping pigeon on the other side. As you arrive here, see how quickly you can soften and relax. And stay for 3 of the slowest and smoothest breaths you can find. If you're feeling called to stay in your sleeping pigeon, then give yourself permission. If you'd like to practice mermaid or a stretch of your quads, then rise up. Left fingers in the middle of your mat. Find comfort as you bend your right knee. And then send your right fingers around to take hold of your inner right arch. Kick your foot away to begin. Full breath in. Exhale, pull your foot in any amount. Pause once you feel a significant stretch in the front of your right thigh. You might stay as you are, just breathing into the front of your right leg, or wiggle your toes into the crook of your elbow. Find that squeeze of your knees towards one another. Lift your left fingers all the way up, bending your elbow behind your head to take hold of your opposite hand. Breathe here for 2 slow rounds. And slowly release as your last exhale leaves your body. This time we're just going to roll onto our left hip, straighten both of our legs out in front of our body. Wide-legged. Good. Reach beneath your body, separate your glutes, find your sit bones on the earth. Good. And then just start to lean forward, maybe even just finding a very gentle sway as you walk your fingers forward. Find a place where you feel about a 50% stretch. Pause there. Close your eyes, find your breath. And with each exhale, maybe you start to melt a tiny bit closer to the earth. It's okay to find a little bend in your knees. Let your head relax, your chin comes towards your chest. With each breath in, feel that stretching in your inner thighs. And with each breath out, maybe you melt even a millimeter more. One more breath in. And then slowly begin to roll up. Use your hands to bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the earth a little closer, and then let your hands come behind your body into the sides. Just knock your knees from side to side as slowly as you'd like. Make sure to even out both sides. Then and let your knees come together. Make sure there's space behind you on your mat, and roll down. All right, this is your time to find any last pose that you're craving. You might find a little happy baby, knees going really wide. You might send the soles of your feet skywards for a little bit of an advanced variation of happy baby. You might even bend and straighten into one leg at a time. And if happy baby just isn't cutting it for you, you might find dead bug or perhaps a twist on either side. Maybe you have an inversion that you'd like to practice now that your heart rate has calmed down a little. Wherever you are, take your sweet time arriving in your Shavasana. And just being mindful of your low back, making any little adjustments that your body is craving to find the most comfortable Shavasana possible. Then bring your hands onto your low belly. Allow a softness in the muscles of your face and jaw. Completely relax your eyes in their sockets. We're going to practice a little bit of pranayama, a breathing exercise that's designed to calm down your body, your nervous system, and send you into a state of rest and digest. So we're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale for 7 seconds. We'll do that for 4 rounds. We'll begin with an easy breath in and an easy breath out. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let go of any control over your breath. And start to soften even more. You might send your arms out wide if that's more comfortable for you. And then start to notice all the places where the back of your body rests on the earth. Let those places be heavy and relaxed. Begin the process of softening, letting go of the gripping sensation of your muscles, relaxing a little bit more and a little bit more, until finally you feel as though your body has melted into the earth. Each muscle is soft. Each part of you is heavy. Your entire body is supported. All of you is safe. please stay as long as you can. Namaste.